Today's lesson is about composite functions. We already know the operation of functions, these four. Now we have a new operation of functions. Two functions combined together. F of g of x. We call this is a composite function. It equals f of g of x. For composite functions, the notation used for it is this one. Remember, inner brackets are done first, so inside first. First substitution into g, then into f. Raise as f composed with g of x, or f of g of x. Normally we use this. Now do some examples. Evaluate each expression using the value given in the table. For A, f of g of 1, we use concept. We got the f of g of 1. The first row is about x. Second row is fx. Third row is g of x. We will get the x equals 1 first. We go to 1. Then we go to g function. G function here is 0. Therefore, g of 1 equals 0. We can write down f of 0 now. For f of 0, we find the x equals 0 first. Then second row, that's f function. So f of 0 equals 5. Now let's go to B. F of g of 2 equals f of g of 2. For g of 2, find the 2 first. Then g function is negative 3. Therefore, we got the f of negative 3. Then we go to negative 3. F function, that is 11. So we got 11. For C, g of f of 2, we will find the 2. Then find the f function that is 1. So we got the g of 1. Then we go to 1. That's over here. But looking for g function, that's 0. So equals to 0. Check f of g of 2. Is it equal to g of f of 2? Definitely, they are not equal to each other. Therefore, composite function is not commutative. You cannot switch f and g to get the same answer. Now let's go to number 2. Evaluate each expression using the graphs of y equals f of x and y equals g of x. We know the top graph is g of x and the bottom graph that is f of x. So for A, we got the f of g of negative 1. Still inside first, find the negative 1. And then we go to g function. So draw the vertical line to passing through this g function. That is 3. So we got the f of 3. Then you find the 3 is here. Draw the vertical line to pass through this f function. You could see that is 3, negative 1. So we got the negative 1 for A. For B, we got f of g of 4. G of 4, so we got the 4. That's the g function. So draw the vertical line passing through this g function. That equals 2. So f of 2. Then you find the 2. Draw a vertical line to pass through the f function. That equals -2. Now let's go to C. We got g of f of -1. F of -1, that's here. Then draw the vertical line to pass through f function. That is 1. So we got the g of 1. Find the g of 1. It's here. Then we draw vertical line to pass through g function. That equals 4. From A and C, we know they are not equal to each other. Therefore, composite function is not commutative. Now let's go to number 3. Evaluate each expression according to the functions f and g. We're working on f of g of 9. Remember inside first, so we're working on g of 9 first. G of 9 means you substitute all x with 9, or you just say plug 9 into the g function. You got the square root of 9 minus 1. That is 3 minus 1 is 2. That's the first step. Your second step, get this value plug into this f function. So f of 2. This 2 is same. Then you will get f function. Plug 2 into this f function. We got 2 to the second power minus 5. That equals -1. Now let's go to g of f of 4. Inside first, so we're working on f of 4 first. You will get the 2 to the 4th power minus 5. That's the f function. You'll get 11. Then we go to this g function. G of 11. We plug 11 to this g function. We got square root of 11 minus 1. Now let's go to D. F of x equals 2x plus 1 over x minus 4. G of x equals this one. Find the f of g of 8. Inside first. Therefore, we're working on g of 8. We got the 2 square root of 8 plus 1. That square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 2, that's 6. Then second step, you figure out the g of 8. We go to this f. F of 6. That means these two equal. So for f function, every single x turned into 6. We got 2 times 6 plus 1. 6 minus 4. That is 11 over 2. Now let's go to g of f of 5. Inside first. Therefore, we're working on f of 5. Plug 5 into f function. We got the 2 times 5 plus 1 and 5 minus 4. You got 11 over 1 equals 11. Then second step, after we got the f of 5, we go to g function, g of 11. So we got 2 square root of 11 plus 1. That is 2 square root of 12. Square root of 12, you will get 4 times 3. 4, 9, 25, 49. So got 2 square root of 3. Therefore, 2 times 2 square root of 3, 4 square root of 3 will be the answer.